right now. Let's figure this out. Alright, change the volume. Okay, let's see. Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to Calvin Nye Comics, and welcome to my stream. I'm currently kind of getting everything all set up. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is, this one's going to be more of a creative little input. I'm doing a story called, I'm doing a little poster of like, this is a Harry Potter and Owl House crossover. And yeah, you should be able to see this through YouTube, Twitch. I don't know if you'll be able to see it through Facebook, or or all that stuff. But I'm also opening up with all the other people here. Hey, how you doing? You'll get a different camera, and everyone else get differently. Okay, so now the people on the YouTube view will be getting a changed screen, so they'll be getting a more direct layout of like all that stuff. And yeah. And let's see what else. And the next thing I'm going to do is just get this all set up here. So we're going to get our Mac screen open for the screen crew. And very soon I'm just going to kind of get some reference. So let's get some Owl House characters. So, which, you know, I haven't actually seen the show, but I don't think you need to have all the reference set up. And let's see. So I'm going to kind of like pick out a few of the figures. So we'll get Luz in here. Just give her. She's just going to be a template reference. And then let's see. What's another popular one? I'd like to get Owlie in it. Owlie in that shot too. Let me see, Owlie. And so, while I'm making this thing, I'm basically going to use the original like a book cover layout of Harry Potter and just kind of like give that little like a seeming background. And this will be like one of my next poster designs for my next convention run. So I currently finish up my other cool little news lately. I actually got my new copies of Joe Hero, the graphic novel, already all laid out. So you get the whole series in there, and I get to like and that'll be like one of my new selling things at the future show. So if you want to get the book, go down to CalvinNyeComics.com, and you could message me about getting the books in the future area. I'll be updating the website and making I'll be making the new shoot, what am I saying? I'll be making a new post online for the next I'll be making a new post in the near future for the the showing up all the other cool stuff. Let's see. Yeah, let's get Owlie in there. And just kind of scale him up and just throw him. He'll just be reference character 2. Then who else? I'm currently going through the list of people who are in the show. Here's a cool reference that here's the cool poster that they have, where I think it's not going to be like exactly copying this thing, but it will be like it'll be pretty close to this, but it has like all the characters of how they look like in the profile. And yeah. Oh, shoot, I almost forgot. I need to open up the Restream chat to see if there's anyone talking on there. And if they don't, because usually when it's announced, I could actually hear all the people going on in that show. Let's see, Ken Williams, and then Jeff, and a good buddy Jeff, who I used to know back in college. He came in here saying hi. And oh, hey, Mom. So I'm just getting that all set up. And so right now, I'm just gonna like log in, get some reference art in, and let me see if I draw that in. Okay. And let's see. I'm just doing some quick things on my computer and just getting that all laid out. Probably just see if I can just log in and get the chat out that way. Now let's see. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so these are kind of like the good layouts of everything that I probably will need for the future of the show and everything like that. Okay. Hey, John.
What's that?
Don't know yet. Okay, let's get this all laid out. These on a different layer. And I'm just gonna oof the BG up a little bit so I can actually see it. And I'm just kind kind of get a little heads up on just building up the structure. It's not going to be a long. I don't think I want to make it into a really long stream. It's going to be pretty short, so just probably do like maybe an hour before I finish up anything. So I'm just going to kind of make it quick and on to the point. And yeah. Let's see. And yeah. Okay. So kind of get the base model in and everything else like that. Right now the stream people on Instagram we're taking 5 for a second, and I just gotta because I gotta clock in something. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to do a quick. Right now, I'm actually going to do a quick little pause for 5 seconds. And I'm just going to do a quick pause for 5 seconds. And I'll be right back. Okay, test, test. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Just had to take a quick little fiver. Just getting that all, just getting some stuff set up. Okay, the first thing I am going to do, I'm going to take all these guys out and just kind of like get my quick, rough layout. Oop. Pause due to poor connection. Okay, well. So I'm going to be kind of like getting the first really rough layout of everything. So in the original Harry Potter book thing that we had, and we had like a whole bunch of like other little things in here, and so when we were looking to like when we were looking at like some of the old stuff, end that video now. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the live video on the website again, because I was trying to make a lot. I was trying to do a live version of my story, so that you guys can just share and enjoy all that fun stuff. So, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get the quick layout everything, so won't be much. The first thing you'll see is, actually let's make that in there, and then we'll get the first kind of like really rough layout of everything. So kind of start off with that. Quick little pillars here. Also, the best thing to do whenever you're doing any form of art is get like any form of reference. Like, so it could be new, old ones, kind of like just looking up anything that you have. Get that all laid out. Book. I had it up earlier, but I didn't keep it on there. There you go. So the main structure of the original book was just like kind of very simple. It has pillars, and then there was a little arch of like there was a little bit of arching on there. So when you're just kind of like just drawing it up, you see like little triangles right here, and then just like, you know, little triangles right there. We don't have to make it, I'm not going to make it exactly the same layout, but it's just like the template of what it was before was probably the best layout, right? Was the best to kind of like to just like get the idea of parody in there. And this has lettering, so I don't know if I'm going to like do an exact replica of like the wording, like, you know, it was really originally Harry Potter, like right here. I don't know if I'm either gonna like make that in its original layout or something else like that. Then then the character is flying on a broom, so if you, I'm looking, right now, if I'm looking at the face, I'm kind of like looking at this, and just like imitating that area. So there's like a lot of like background stuff and like details in there. I'll probably put those in later, but right now I'm just kind of focusing on like on some of the main features that was in the story as well. So like so let's see, broom's different. So if we look at if we're going to pick up like our old reference file, okay, shoot, what's going on here? Yeah, so we'll be imitating, I'm imitating that little design of that owl thing, so maybe looking like that with some wings. And if we're gonna go, and then let's see. And then we'll probably like let's see, what does she look like? I'm gonna probably take this image out to kind of like get a better layout of everything. And then, okay, so I get to see her structure and everything else like that. So let's kind of like figure out like I'm gonna also look up some like some witch broom pose. Let me see if anything kind of pops up or anything like that. And let's see. So getting my Wicked Witch broom layout. So okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use that one. Let's see. And unfortunately, I won't be able to hear it for some reason. Like, I just haven't been able to have any good luck with getting that whole thing set up. So if you're gonna say something, I might miss it. So forgive me on that one, but I will do my best to keep everything in the loop. Okay, now I'm gonna find some good old witch poses. Something like that maybe will be a good reference for. Make a good reference for like witch flying and everything like that. Because if you see like the original Harry Potter layout, it's not like, I like that little layout, so maybe just change that up a little bit. And then, okay, I think I got my layout, so I'm just gonna go with I'm going with the light blue and get the light measurements of how it is. So. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of just like finding reference before I set things up. So. Okay. This is kind of like my quick. No, too big. You're probably not going to see that room way up. And then we'll get that right there. Of course, I'm trying to figure out like if there's like any audio that I can share with you guys up here, like on the Instagram group, but I'm not seeing anything in that area. So I mean, this is usually a very rare for me to like actually kind of like usually very rare for me to actually like use a digital tablet, because usually all the other times I would be like I would usually be like getting all those things all set up in a different I'll be using like all original paper and everything else like that, and it'll just kind of like just doodle all the stuff in there and everything else like that. Okay, let's see. Okay. And I'm totally not going by reference of the character, so I'm just kind of like keeping it to like more my realistic style, just for the heck of it, and just think it'd be more unique in that area. I mean, I've done a lot of cartoony stuff, but I'm not very satisfied with them because it feels like a very copy and paste of it. Like you've probably seen a few, if you're like a old fan, you've probably seen some of my earlier stuff, so I try to like change it up a little bit for the fun of either doing the realistic or like the fake stuff. Maybe for future stuff, I'm probably going to do this. I'm probably going to put the original the owl house right here, and then like Hootie will just like kind of reach out right there, and then just kind of like make that part like a very three-dimensional. Probably need to figure out some good little reference for like what other characters I could probably throw in, maybe. Maybe throw in the whoever that. Throw in like one character here, and the other weird little Pokemon thing that gets everyone's attention right here. And then just like probably make the font up there and get that all laid out. And yeah. Maybe change some of the fonts and everything like that. Hey Danny, how you doing today? Okay, let's see. Alright, so get that. Get that all set up right there. I'm gonna go ahead and just say some waves and get that a little bit laid out. Oops. Maybe put it in like maybe if I'm gonna add the font, it'll look like this. Not in this layout, but like the size of it. And then I'll put in like all that stuff. Watch it. Maybe do like some other things crazy. Yeah, like that. Yeah, just draw those in there. Okay. I'm kind of like just thinking of like getting that layout. Okay. Just kind of get that all laid out and put that in. Let's see. No, how come when I can't hear it, my restream or something else like that? I know, I swear every time I make these little videos, it's always like one new problem that pops up. Okay. Okay, and then get that. Ah, there we go. Now I got that all set up. Let me see if it'll get like live announcements when I'm doing my when I get announcements. So let's do a sample test. So okay, so let's change that setting a bit, because I should be hearing like some replies and everything else like that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Now let's try that again. Okay, so it's ready to display messages, but I am not seeing any of my messages on here. And there used to be a person who would actually just like say things out loud and I could actually hear them, but I'm not having any luck with that. Okie dokie. Now let's see, where am I? Yeah, that's probably notifications, enable speech to text, enable desktop. I guess it probably doesn't show up after I guess it doesn't show up as much because I'm like doing all that stuff. Okay. Alright. That's good. I'll just take this off and I'll just get started on putting this away and get displaying images. Yeah, so basically right now everything I see here won't be announcing it like it used to, which was one of the cool features with this thing, but I'm just not having any luck with get that in there. Hey Sci-Fi, how you doing today? And so, alright. So yeah, this neck is a little bit wonky. Get that out of there. Okay. Alright, let's see. And that's not the... I'm going to kind of like do a second layout. Maybe I'm going to probably have to. I'm probably going to change this up in the near future, because I'm not a big fan of like trying to imitate the original Harry Potter layout. And maybe I should just do some other. Maybe I'll just change up the arms or something like that, because I'm not really liking that whole like arm layout that the house right there. Okay. So as right now, like building a lot of projects, doing a lot of stuff here and there, and working on a whole bunch of different things to just like get the drawing juices flowing. It's been a while it's been a while since I've been doing streamings and all that stuff. I mean, usually it's not my go-to method of doing things. And so arch back. There you go. And then get that in there. Okay, that seems to be giving me a little bit more confidence on the layout. Now let's do the. I'm gonna kind of like get it. I'm gonna give her a straighter broomstick thing to kind of like hold on to. Maybe before I go into like actually making it, I'm going to just, oops. Get that laid out. Oops. Okay, it's just going to be a simple rod right now. Convert it to a smart object and try to put it into perspective. So it'd be right here. Broom end would be this way. Make it a little bit larger. So now I got my thing in flight and all that stuff. And I'm just gonna kind of like get this character more laid out. So this is the character. Her name is, I think her name's Luca or Lucia or something like that. She's like the main character of the show. Alright, so I see right here she's very simple, so she kind of goes into the quick and easy layout of who she is. We'll start off with the head. Also, she has a neckline right here. Out right there. Put on that little setup. Hey there, how you doing? Hope you're enjoying the little quiet stream. I'm kind of like making a new cover, making a new poster for future conventions. And let's see. Okay. Now we got that pretty much down. So I'm gonna lighten up this load and kind of like get a more like a better outline of the character. So the way she's designed in the show, she has like these little, she has these shorts and then leggings, so we'll just kind of like design that in there, put that in there, and then she'll like have another one right there for that part, and then her leggings goes up to right here. Put the leg in right there, get her knee. And put that right there. Usually kind of like keep it realistic and cartoony at the same time, just try to figure out the flow of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get her first little shoe right there. Let me see, is that the right layer? Yep. Just kind of like redesign that layout. Let's see. I do kind of like how they designed the shoes in the show. This person has like a pretty decent idea of how feet work, which, you know, I don't draw feet a lot myself, and so like and so that's right there. And but it's definitely, but you know, you go in, do the smaller details first, and then you go bigger later on, so that when you're drawing it out, you'll get your shapes in a little bit better. I mean, don't feel. I mean, when I try drawing, you know, everyone will always be hard on themselves and like saying, "Oh, I should be able to do better than this. I should be better doing that." But you know, be confident in yourself and make sure that you can actually like and be confident in what you do. I'll have my own days where I won't I won't feel like a pro sometimes, but yeah, when you do, you can get your work more laid out. So she has like this little cut top thing going on. I don't know if this is the height, like it's supposed to be like a cut top feature or anything like that. So I'm just going to kind of like make that a little bit more there. She has this part, I think this is the hoodie. So you kind of have to do emphasis, kind of like elaborate on the hoodie part right there. And kind of like get that area there. And there, that's that. Like that. Then, you know, she's going to have her hands right here. And you probably won't be seeing much for her hands. I swear I feel like Rob Liefeld while I'm getting this little layout in. But I'll probably be getting Rob Life because you probably won't be seeing much of the details of like where her hands will be. And so I'm getting that all laid out. And I'm going to kind of I will try to like keep the face close to the original, but I don't want to make it look too much like that. So you will see maybe a mixture idea or something like that. And always keep following up with your steps on all this stuff. So I find that if you're like a person is like wearing a mask, you kind of like get that laid out, so it'll help you get the chin line, then the ear line, And if there's any little mistakes that you kind of full out, so it'll help you like kind of get your better layout of the character. And then you should be able to make your ears. And back of your head will be the other part. So it's kind of like not exactly a 8 heads tall figurine. It's going to be somewhat a little bit elaborate. Her hairline's right there. And get that area right in there. She has a little wave thing in her hair. And then I'm gonna get and then she has this little cowlick. I don't know if I'm gonna make it too. If I'm gonna kind of keep the hairstyle close to the original, but not as much. And yeah, and maybe kind of get like some look at expression of a panic face. I'm gonna go online and get that all set up. And yeah, let's see. Okay, that's cool. And then there's also like Graceland, the Moochie is has brought in another one. So I'm gonna go with the panic facial expression, which will make the scene a little bit more interesting. Like she's trying to fly on the broomstick, but she has like having no luck of it in like first try. So lips with. Also get the areas of the eyes. Alright, change the size of that. Okay, let's see. And also, if you want to check out some of my other work that I did in the past, go to calvinicomics.com and you can check out like what I illustrated before and everything like that, and get that little layout there. So, as you see right here, I made a little mistake. Like if I do a much further, smaller design of the mask, the eyes are a little bit too large, so should be like right around there. So I'm gonna have to just do a quick little whoopsie erase and get those a little bit better laid out. So circle 1, kind of start in the middle, and then you can always spread it out. And since she's not in the flat, and since her face is not exactly flat, the eyelines will also tilt a little bit. So her eyes will be right here, and a little bit inside, like right here. And yeah, if you have like any input on or suggestions on stuff, I'm always willing to listen to like some new advice and everything like that, and see where everything goes. And yeah. Okay, get that eyeball right there. So I'm literally typing up so many images of the Owl House character right now. So, you know, she'll have a simple note. She'll have a simple nose in this artwork, and then big old panicky face. I notice there's a little bit of a lip thing that she does. So. And that's will be your quick little layout. And here's like the and so then we'll just kind of like get a little bit more of the eyes. Oh, that's an interesting point out. When she's doing their animation, you can actually see where the eyeballs are like at the bottom right here. So maybe kind of something that will make a little bit more imitation of that. So kind of go back in here. Get her eyes in.